Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news. Folks, if you've been paying attention to the Steelers training camp and the recent joint practices, you already know that things are heating up in Pittsburgh. The team is inching closer to that sweet spot, the moment where all the pieces start clicking together before the kickoff of the regular season. And let me tell you, the buzz is real. The recent joint practice between the Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Acrisure Stadium was a pivotal moment, not just for the players but for the entire fanbase. You see, we're getting a glimpse of what the team might look like as they prepare for the grind of the regular season. And honestly, the vibes are pretty encouraging. One of the standout voices from that day was none other than Pat Freiermuth, the Steelers' reliable tight end. Now, Freiermuth has been with the team for a few seasons, but this year, he's really stepping into a leadership role. After Thursday's practice, he didn't hold back when asked about his impressions of the offense, and more specifically, about how things are shaping up with their new quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. And folks, what he said was pretty revealing. It's not every day you get a veteran player openly praising a new QB like this, especially during the preseason when everyone is still feeling each other out. Freiermuth's words were clear and confident. He said he thought the offensive line played pretty solid, which is an encouraging sign considering the recent questions about protection and consistency along that line. But what really caught everyone's attention was his praise for Rodgers himself. He mentioned that Rodgers played really well during the practice, and you could tell that Freiermuth is already seeing the potential for this offense to take a big leap forward. It's a promising sign, especially considering the Steelers' offensive struggles last season, which many fans would agree were a mix of inconsistency and missed opportunities. But what makes this even more exciting is that Freiermuth isn't just talking about individual performances. No, he's highlighting the progress the entire offense is making. He pointed out that they came out, did their job, and looked pretty solid as a unit. Of course, he tempered that optimism with the understanding that there's still room to grow, which is a mature perspective. The Steelers are a team that's always emphasizing development and continuous improvement, and Freiermuth's comments reflect that mindset perfectly. They're not claiming to be perfect yet, but they're definitely moving in the right direction. Now, this practice was not just about individual performances or even just about Rodgers. It was a collective effort. The Steelers reportedly won the majority of their 7-shot drills during the practice, especially excelling in red zone situations. For those of you who follow the NFL closely, you know that the red zone is where games are often won or lost. Being able to execute well there, especially against a solid defense like Tampa Bay's, shows that Pittsburgh's offense is starting to click in the critical areas. The 2-minute drills showed some mixed results, but that's perfectly normal in August. The real value was in the exposure to Tampa Bay's different defensive looks, including those 4-man fronts, which are designed to test offensive line communication and discipline under pressure. This kind of live, competitive work is exactly what coaches want to see as they get ready for the regular season. But let's talk a bit more about the quarterback himself, Aaron Rodgers. After sitting out the first preseason game, this joint practice marked his most substantial work of August so far. And from what we've seen, his timing with Pat Freiermuth and the rest of the offense is already coming together quite well. It's important to remember that Rodgers is a future Hall of Famer, and even at 41, he's still among the most precise and intelligent quarterbacks in the league. His experience, combined with the new weapons like Freiermuth, is giving the Steelers a lot of hope that they can hit the ground running once the season kicks off. The team has been busy retooling their offensive line and receiving core over the offseason, trying to address the issues that hampered them last year. The combination of a revamped offensive line and Rodgers' veteran leadership is already paying dividends in practice. The joint sessions like these are invaluable because they simulate real game conditions, giving the team a chance to iron out timing, routes, and communication. And while Rodgers isn't expected to play in Saturday's preseason game, the coaching staff is managing his workload carefully. These practices are crucial for building the chemistry that will be needed to succeed in September and beyond. Freiermuth's role in this offense is more important than ever. He's a key target in the red zone, a reliable middle-field route runner, and a player who's already developing a strong rapport with Rodgers. That chemistry is evident during practice, and it's something that could be a game-changer this season. Remember, Freiermuth isn't just a blocking tight end. He's a genuine threat in the passing game, especially in tight coverage situations. That combination of size, agility, and route-running ability makes him a matchup nightmare for defenses. The fact that Rodgers' timing with Freiermuth is already looking sharp bodes well for the coming weeks. And let's not forget the offensive line, which received some recognition from the coaching staff after Thursday's practice. The unit earned a public shout-out, signaling that communication and protection are trending in the right direction. That's huge, because a strong offensive line is the foundation for any successful offense in the NFL. If Rodgers has enough time to operate and Freiermuth can get open in the middle of the field, the Steelers' offense could become much more explosive and consistent this year. The coaching staff remains cautious, managing the usage of starters in the preseason, which is standard, but the signs are promising that they're building a solid foundation for Week 1. Now, looking at the broader picture, the Steelers' joint practice with Tampa Bay was not just about individual drills or offensive schemes. It was about building a team identity, refining their timing, and testing their resilience against an opponent that brings different looks and schemes. The fact that no major injuries were reported adds to the sense of progress. Everyone came out of it healthy and more synchronized. That's exactly what coaches want: a clean slate, sharp focus, and tangible progress. As we approach Week 1 of the regular season, the feeling around Pittsburgh is increasingly optimistic. The offense, which struggled at times last year, seems to be hitting the right notes during these August sessions. Rodgers' integration with the team looks promising, and Freiermuth's confidence and chemistry are shining through. The offensive line, which was a question mark for many, is showing signs of cohesion and communication. All these elements combined give Steelers fans hope that this could be a season where the team surpasses expectations, perhaps making a deep playoff run or even competing for the division title. The AFC North remains one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL, with teams like Cincinnati, Baltimore, and Cleveland all vying for supremacy. But the Steelers are positioning themselves well, especially with the offensive improvements and Rodgers' leadership. The division battles are going to be intense, and every game will count. But if these practice reports are any indication, the Steelers are not just participating, they're setting themselves up to be serious contenders. The chemistry appears to be on the rise, the execution in key situations is improving, and the veteran leadership is guiding the team through these crucial preseason weeks. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Are you feeling optimistic about how the offense is coming together? Do you believe Rodgers can lead this team back to the playoffs and beyond? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. Remember, it's a long season, but with the progress we're seeing now, the future looks bright. The team is working hard, the chemistry is building, and the fans are more fired up than ever. Keep that passion going, stay supportive, and let's see how this story unfolds as the Steelers aim for greatness once again. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Steelers!